Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. It is time for another episode of Mark's Monday Minutes in Portland Real Estate. It is the week of November 20th. It is Turkey Week. That's right. We got Thanksgiving coming up around the corner. So that's why I'm making sure I do this on Monday so you can get the information and then you can digest it, much like you'll be digesting your Thanksgiving meal with friends and relatives and family, perhaps. Let's go ahead and get started. My three takeaways this week. First of all, buyers have absolutely been reacting positively to rates falling below 8%. That's a big plus. Second of all, inventory in Portland has now 4 weeks, 5 weeks actually, has been declining, contrary to national numbers. And number three, the feds are absolutely signaling a rate drop for 2024. We'll talk about that. That's always good news. Let's begin with the numbers. For the number of active listings in Portland, we have 4,233 as of today. Again, this is down from 4,434 back on October 23rd. So in the course of 4 weeks, we've dropped 5%. This is normal. At this time of the year, we see the listings drop because sellers just don't put their home on the market and they either withdraw it or the homes go under contract and sell. The number of new listings this week, 402, just slightly up from 393 last week. But again, we're just nothing significant of a change there. Pending homes, 378, up from 324 the week before. Like I said, buyers with the changes in interest rate dropping from 8.09 just on Halloween, we've already come now down to 7.75 as of today. So we're down at 7.75, and buyers are buying. They're putting homes in contract. Number of sold homes, 291. So again, homes that actually sold this week, we've got almost 80 more homes, well, actually 87 more homes that have gone pending this week than went under contract a month ago, back when rates were up at over 8%. The number of homes with a price adjustment continues to fall. We're about 24.6% of homes, 1,041, that have had a price adjustment of $99 or more in the last 45 days. This number has been dropping consistently, which we would expect as homes take a price adjustment and then go pending. This overall percentage will drop. The number of coming soon homes, this is an interesting one. We're only at 14 homes in the next 21 days. This is half of what we were seeing just a few weeks ago. Once again, sellers are not putting new homes on the market. It is this time of year. They're going to wait until the spring. So if you're a savvy seller, you want to make sure you get on the market before any other properties come on so you can capitalize on the scarcity mentality where buyers are looking at anything and everything out there. Now, let's talk about the 4-car garage homes, those under $1 million as well as over $1 million. There are 110 total homes for sale with a 4-car garage or larger in Portland, 34 of which are under $1 million. These are the affordable garage homes that we talk about. 6 of these are new this week, 2 of which are in the below million category. 6 have gone pending, 4 of which are under $1 million. So more are going pending under $1 million with the 4-car garage. Just do the math here. There's some opportunities. The number of sold homes in the last week, 5 have closed, 2 of which were under $1 million, and 30 of which have sold in the last 30 days, 12 of which are under $1 million with a 4-car garage. Now, I happen to note 2 of those were not really homes. One was a manufactured home that claimed all this extra square footage and garage space in the carport outside. It didn't really happen. But okay, there's a few outliers out there. You can always talk to me. I'll give you the straight scoop on that. Number of sold homes in the last month, I told you, 30 of them with a 4-car garage or larger. Okay, let's talk about those takeaways. First of all, buyers are absolutely responding to changes in interest rates. Now, you may remember a year and a half ago, back in July, when interest rates went to 5.5%, everyone's like, oh my God, the real estate market's gonna crash. You know, I gotta tell you right now, I'll bet all those people who turned down 5.5% rates back then would be dying for a rate of 5.5% right now, right? And did the crash happen? No. In fact, prices continue to appreciate. In fact, prices are now up 2% overall. A median price in the country, Portland as well, is in that same 2 to 3%. Prices have continued to appreciate based on scarcity, the laws of supply and demand. Prices are not dropping across the country, not in Portland. There are a couple small markets where prices have dropped. Yes, several markets in Florida, a couple markets in Texas, and 1 or 2 in Arizona. And these are more outliers, partly because they just were so hyperactive, so active and appreciation a year ago that by definition they've now slowed down. But across the board, the national average, again, is up. We went from $420,000 median home price in 22 at this time. We are now currently at 428. So that's a 2% increase, even with all the volatility that we've heard and talked about, with interest rates going from, oh my goodness, passing that 5.5% all the way up to 8%. Now we're down to 7.75%. Second point, again, Portland inventory has continued to drop for 4 straight weeks. Now, interestingly enough, national inventory did tick up again. So we're just seeing a delay in homes that are coming to the market. Many of these actually are new construction that are just still rolling out, whereas the usual seasonality would be a reduction. Portland is following a normal curve, folks. We're seeing the high point in October and declining. This is normal. Again, 5% drop in 4 weeks. This is what we would expect during a normal year. Now, the third point, this was the great news last week, is the consumer price index was smaller than expected. We had a 3.2% increase rather than a 3.7% increase. Well, what does this mean? What is the CPI? The CPI measures inflation as experienced by consumers in their day-to-day living experiences, in their expenses. That as this number comes down, it means that there's more control. Consumers are feeling more confident, i.e., inflation is under control. That's what the feds are trying to gather. So if the CPI is lower than expected and coming in lower than the previous month, it was 3.7 back in September, that this is good. This suggests that inflation is under control. And effectively, the best part about this is it all but eliminates talk of one more price hike in December. We've seen 11 price hikes since March of 22. 11 times the Fed has raised the overnight lending rate that's gone up. Now is the first time that there should be no further raises. And in fact, they're talking and projecting at least 1, if not 2 drops in 24. I personally think they'll probably do more than that. It is an election year, and regardless of the side of the aisle, they both want to look good. So I think they'll probably slip in maybe a third rate reduction in there. Wouldn't it be great to go back to 5.5% to 6% interest rates? Right now, that's looking pretty good, folks. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to head home and spend time with my family this Thanksgiving weekend. I hope you do as well. Give thanks for those around you, those who love you, those whom you love, and those who contribute to your life and make your life better, and find ways that you can help others and give it out to them. That's it. Thanksgiving message. Have a wonderful week. We will see you next Monday back here on this channel for the last broadcast of November, and then we'll roll into December. That's it, folks. Have a great Thanksgiving.